press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, so good morning. So today I am going to discuss the chemistry first year syllabus. So JE discussion. Okay, so you already wrote that exam. Okay, so directly we are entering into the questions. The 26th question ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. Come to here 26th question, that is so 25 gram of each of the following gases are taken at 27 degrees Celsius and 600 mm of pressure. Which of these will have the least volume? Least volume, kadame volume ide. So they are given four options: HBr, HI, HCl and HF. There are four gases will be given. Okay. So here is what are those? So come to the first one, HBr. There are four gases. First one HBr, second one is HI, next come to the third one is HCl, and the last one is HF. Okay, so here there are four gases, so they will weighs or they are taken 25 grams of each. So each the gases weighs 25. So that is nothing but the mass of the gases. Mass of each gas remains same. Okay, and also they are given. So 25 gram of each of the following gases are taken at 27 degrees Celsius and 600 mm of pressure. The algae namage the pressure and temperature, so both are constant. Both are. So here is the constant. Okay, so what is the question? Which of these will have the least volume? Yavadu namage volume kadame ide? Okay, so usually ನಮ್ಮ pressure and temperature constant ಇದ್ದಾಗ the volume, so accordingly Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro's law ಓದಿದ್ದೀತಲ್ವಾ. So here is, so pressure temperature remains constant, then the volume of the gas is depends on number of moles. Number of moles, they depends both pressure and temperature, as well as third one is number of moles. But here the pressure remains constant, hence the volume is purely depends upon the number of moles. The volume of gas is directly proportional to number of moles, or ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು by using ideal gas equation. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದರ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ PV equals same nRT. अगर नಮಗೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ NRT divided by here P. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ RT and P constant. R is universal gas constant, temperature and pressure, so both are constant. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ is directly proportional to, here is number of moles. Number of moles. We know that volume, number of moles, but they are not given number of moles. Instead of they are given the mass. The number of moles, we know that number of moles is equal to the mass divided by molecular mass. Mass by molecular mass. The number of moles ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ? Here is mass, that is small letter m, divided by molecular mass. Molecular mass. So this is mass, this is molecular mass, this is number of moles ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ is directly proportional to mass and inversely proportional to molecular mass. The mass of each gas remains same because 25 grams ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ the volume of these gases is does not depends on mass, it will purely depends on molecular mass, their molecular mass. Here is volume is inversely proportional to their molecular mass. among these gases which one has larger molecular mass? Okay, larger molecular mass ಅಥವಾ high molecular mass that has larger volume. ಸರಿನಾ? No. So here inversely proportional ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ molecular mass increases, volume will be decreases. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೊ ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. ಆದರೆ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್? ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಹೆಂಗ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್, ಅದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸಿ HBr, HI, HCl, H ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, ಬಟ್ Br, I, Cl, F ಇವುಗಳ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವುಗಳ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇವು ನೋಡಿ Br, I, Cl, H, F ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು? ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 17 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 17 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ F ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ Cl, Br and last one is what? I. So this is group 17 elements. As move down the group, atomic mass, what happens? Atomic mass increases, move down the group. Agar among these which one has larger atomic mass? This is iodine. Agar atomic mass ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇದರ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ this HI has high molecular mass, higher molecular mass. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದ HI ಆಸ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? HI ಆಸ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. ಅದ್ರ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ಹೈಯರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ which one has lower molecular mass? HF has the lower molecular mass, hence their volume is large. ಯಾವಾಗ? when pressure, temperature and mass should be constant ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ which one? Second one that is HI. Clear? Next we will go to this next question, that is 27th question. Here 27th question ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, 27th. Yes, the density of a gas A is twice that of B. Density of a gas is, yes, A is twice that of B. See, the density of a gas is twice that of B. Molecular mass of A is half of molecular mass of B. The ratio of partial pressure of A and B is, ratio of partial pressure of A and B, what they are given? The density relation will be given, A and B. There are two gases and their molecular mass relations also given. They are asking, so ratio of partial pressure of A and B. Clear? Now we will go to the solve. How to solve? See, the option will be given 4, 1/4, 2/1, 1/2 and 4/1. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ. ಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಏನಿದೆ? ದ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ವೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27. There are two gases will be given. Here is A and B. Their density also given. Density of A is twice that of B. ಹೌದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಟ್ವೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿ ಇದು 1 ಇದ್ರೆ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ವೈಸ್ 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. the molecular mass of A, this is half of B. B ಇದು ಒಂದಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? half. Sorry. ನೋಡಿ B. So here is the molecular mass of A is half of that B ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. B is 1, the molecular mass of A is half, or if the B is 2, the molecular mass half of this one means 1. Okay, again we are taking density will be given, molecular mass will be given. How do you find out the partial pressure? It is in a pressure of individual gases. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಅದ್ರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿರೈವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅಗೈನ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಪಿ ವಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ ಟಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ ನೀ partial P equals N by V. N means number of moles. Number of moles means mass by molecular mass. That is W divided by, here is V. Mass by, here is V is volume. Here is RT divided by M. ನೋಡಿ ಈ V ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ, here is number of moles, mass by molecular mass. For our convenient, we are writing W by V, or number of moles we are also written small m divided by V. M by V, mass by volume means density. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, here is P equals M by V ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Here this is called density. RT divided by, here is M. R is no doubt constant. Temperature will not be given. The temperature also constant, but they are given density and molecular mass. Our question is, the partial pressure is directly proportional to density and inversely proportional to, here is molecular mass. P is directly proportional to density and inversely proportional to molecular mass. But they are asking, so the ratio of partial pressure of A and B, the ratio of partial pressure of A, PA. So PA is nothing but dA by MA. Ratio ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? PA divided by PB equals, what do you write? Here is DA. PA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? DA by MA. Next PB, ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ PB means what? Here is PB means again DB by MB ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ what do you write? Here is MB divided by DB, that equals, see here is DA will be given. Sorry, so DA will be given. ಹೌದಾ? DA ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಏನಿದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ DA, the density of A is 2. Their molecular mass will be given 1. Then molecular mass B. So here is molecular mass of B is how much? 2 into divided by molecular mass, sorry, density of B. Density of B is how much? 1. That equals, so here is 4, that equals 4 divided by 1. Okay, the ratio of partial pressure of A and B is 4 by 1. Ideal option? Yes. The option, which option is right? The option number 4. Clear? So this is question number 27. Clear? Next we will go to the question number 28. Okay, here is, sorry, question number 28. So here is the question number 28. Sorry, among the following, which should have the highest RMS speed at the same temperature? Highest RMS speed the different gases will be given H2, CO2, O2, SO2. RMS ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೌದಾ. highest RMS speed, it is in a speed means velocity. So for gases, so we are measuring different kind of velocities. Already we know average velocity, next one is most probable speed, and another one is RMS velocity. अगर our RMS velocity particular ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ RMS velocity. अगर how do you find out, so which one has the highest RMS speed? ಹೌದಾ. अगर RMS speed ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಏನಿದೆ ಅगर RMS speed ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Here is question number, here is 28. Okay, RMS is equal to square root of, here is 3 RT divided by M. Here is square root of 3 RT divided by M. This is the formula. Okay. So here is RMS, root means square velocity. It is nothing but it is the square root of arithmetic mean of squares of all the gases. That is called as RMS velocity ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. अगर RMS velocity तुम calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ RMS velocity equals square root of relationship 3 RT divided by M ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Where R is gas constant, T is temperature, and M is molecular mass. M is molecular mass. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅगर ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೋಡಿ, among the following which should have the highest RMS speed at the same temperature. ಅगर ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಅगर ಅವು ನಾಲ್ಕರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ among those gases which one has highest RMS speed? See, so the temperature is constant. So R is also constant, 3 is also constant. Then the RMS, root mean square velocity, is okay inversely proportional to square root of M. Is it right? Square root of M, where M is molecular mass. M is molecular mass. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ RMS, root mean square velocity, is inversely proportional to the square root of molecular mass. When the molecular mass of the gas increases, root mean square velocity RMS value will be decreases. Or so molecular mass value is decreases, RMS is increases because it is inversely proportional. So ಈ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ನೋಡಿ, here is H2, CO2, O2, SO2. ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ RMS. ನಮಗೆ RMS ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಹೈ ಇರಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು? ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್. ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್? ಹಿಯರ್ ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ H2, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. It is H2. What is the molecular mass? Here is 2. So next one you come to the carbon dioxide, CO2. We know that. What is the molecular mass? 44. In grams ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ grams. Oxygen 32. ಅದೇ ತರ sulfur dioxide 64. Which one has the least molecular mass? Here is S2 is the least molecular mass. Okay, hence it is more RMS speed ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. option here is H2. Okay, because RMS is inversely proportional to molecular mass, square root of molecular mass. Higher the molecular mass, so lesser will be the, lower will be the RMS velocity. Clear? Inversely proportional. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ here, this is H2. Okay, next we'll go to the 29th question. 29th question ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ 29th question. Here, when the temperature of an ideal gas is increased from, there is one ideal gas, the temperature increases from 27 degrees Celsius to 927 degrees Celsius. The kinetic energy will be, so the kinetic energy will be, what happens? It will increases 4 times, 8 times, twice same. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಹಿಯರ್ 29 Here is ninth question. Let's solve ಮಾಡುವ. Yes. Here is 29th question. So, when the temperature of an ideal gas increased from 27 degrees Celsius to 927, there are two temperatures. Okay. The kinetic energy will be, how do you find out the kinetic energy? By using that kinetic gas equation. We know that PV equals 1 by 3 mn c square. PV equals mn PV equals 1 by 3 m n c square. So, by using kinetic gas equation, so we are deriving that is kinetic energy. Already derive ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ kinetic energy ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ equation? Kinetic energy equals, here is 3 divided by 2 RT. 3 by 2 RT. So, this is the relationship between kinetic energy as well as temperature. ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. Kinetic energy equals 3 by 2 RT. ಓಕೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು? T1 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ. ಸೊ T1 ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಈಸ್ 27 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ 27 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್. ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 273, then it becomes Kelvin. So the temperature becomes 300. So similarly for T2, okay, temperature increases 27 degrees Celsius to, it is how much? 927. 927 plus 273 equals 730. Here is 73 is 10. 10 means 0, 1. Here is again 0. Here is 9 plus 3, 12. 1200 Kelvin. This is 300 Kelvin. Clear? Okay. So then their kinetic energy, what happens? Whether it is increases or decreases with increase in temperature. So it will increase by how many times? Okay. See from this one, KE1 or KE2, the ratio. Here is KE1 equals, what do you write? 3 by 2. Here is R, temperature, how much? 300. So KE2 equals, again the same, 3 by 2, substitute ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Here is R into the temperature is 1200 Kelvin. Okay. So then this is kinetic energy at T1 temperature. This is kinetic energy at T2 temperature. Sir, what happens their kinetic energy when the temperature changes from 27 degrees Celsius to 927? Then their ratio ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, here is KE2 divided by KE1 equals, okay. So KE2 here is, this is, so 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into R into 1000. Here is 200. 1200. Clear? Next, divided by KE1. So KE1 means here is 3 by 2. The same R. Here is temperature is 300. Okay. Then KE2 by KE1. Very simple. 3 by 2, 3 by 2 R. Here is 3, 4 shaw. Okay. So here is the finally KE2 equals 4 into KE1. Means the kinetic energy of the gas is increased 4 times when the temperature increases 27 degrees Celsius to 927 degree Celsius. The option is here, that is 1. The option is 1. That is how many times? 4 times. Clear? Yes. So next we will go to the next question, 30th question. Come to the 30th question. Which of the following is correct statement. So direct and it is very easy. So which of the following is correct statements? Come to the option. The first one, vapor pressure of liquid decreases with increase in temperature. Surface tension of a liquid decreases with increase in temperature. The boiling point of a liquid is independent of the altitude of the place. Viscosity of a liquid decreases with decrease in temperature. They are asking the correct statement. Yes. So which of the following is the correct statement? Come to the option number 1. The vapor pressure of a liquid decreases with increase in temperature. Vapor pressure. So vapor pressure means here is what? See, the question here is number 30. Okay. The vapor pressure means what? You know that here. So we are taken one of the air liquids is closed with lead. So here when it is heated, okay, the liquid particles they are enters into vapor state. Okay, these vapors of the liquids they will exert a pressure. So that pressure is called vapor pressure. ಯಾವುದೇ liquid ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು heat ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದು vaporize ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Those vapors of that liquid exert some pressure. That pressure is called vapor pressure. ಈಗ ನೀವೇ ನೋಡಿ, as the temperature increases, ನಾವು heat ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ temperature ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. As the temperature increases, so number of vapors also increases. When the number of vapors increases, vapor pressure what happens? Increases. Agar vapor pressure is directly proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, vapor pressure of liquid also increases. But the option is vapor pressure of liquid decreases with increase in temperature. That is right? No, this is wrong. This is incorrect because vapor pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Next. So second one option, surface tension of liquids decreases with increase in temperature. Surface tension, you know, water droplets. Water generally ನಮಗೆ so drops ನಮಗೆ ತರ drops ಇರುತ್ತೆ, water drops ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Here is what is the surface tension? ಏನು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ವಾಟರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್. Here is this is surface ನೋಡಿ. The force surface tension definition, the force acting on the parallel of the surface, the force acting on parallel of the surface and perpendicular to unit length, perpendicular to unit length, the line of unit length, that is called as a surface tension ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. That surface tension of a liquid decreases with increase in temperature. ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ as the temperature increases, temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೋದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So temperature is directly proportional to here is what ಅಥವಾ kinetic energy, or kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the molecules also increases. ಯಾವಾಗ kinetic energy ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ those molecules gain some extra energy and therefore the intermolecular force of attraction decreases. Intermolecular or interparticle intermolecular force of attraction decreases. That's why surface tension also decreases. Surface tension decreases. It's very simple. So temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ surface tension ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It should be decreases because so temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, those molecules, the intermolecular force of attraction will be decreases and surface tension decreases. Alright, so second one is correct statement. So come to the third one. The boiling point of a liquid is independent of the altitude of the place. The boiling point. What is the boiling point? The boiling point means the temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so here we are vapor pressure of the liquid. So this is a liquid we are taken. So ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ವೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿರಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. Atmospheric pressure at a particular temperature, that temperature is called boiling point. Her vapor pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure, that temperature is boiling point ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So that atmospheric pressure is varies in different altitudes. Okay, so ನಮಗೆ sea level ಇಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ನಮಗೆ above the sea level. Okay, so what happens, the atmospheric pressure goes on decreases. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿರಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ನಮಗೆ, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 100 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ 2000 ಆರ್ 3000 ಫೀಟ್ ಅಬೋವ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಸಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ 97 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಆನ್ 100 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಈಸ್ depends on, that is atmospheric pressure, that will varies so when move up. Clear? Next, fourth option, viscosity of liquid decreases with decrease in temperature. Viscosity, yes, nodi viscosity of liquid decreases with decrease in temperature. Viscosity means what? For example, if you take oil, okay, so water, so which one flows so fast? The water can easily flow but not oil. Why it cannot flow even though it is liquid? Because of viscosity. Or viscosity means what? It is a force acting or opposing force, so which opposes the flow of liquid. Liquid flow ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ತಡೀತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, that is called viscosity ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So as the temperature increases, temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ that opposing force or viscosity what happens, decreases, because as the temperature increases, the kinetic energy also increases. When the kinetic energy increases, intermolecular force is decreases, friction decreases. When the intermolecular force of attraction decreases, viscosity is also decreases. Agar among these, which is the correct statement here, that is the second one here, surface tension of a liquid decreases with increase in temperature. This is the correct second option. Clear? Okay, next, yes, next, come to the next question. So next question is nodi, a real gas most closely approaches the behavior of an ideal gas. The real gas, ideal gas, both are different, you know that. The real gases, they are approaches towards ideality or ideal gas nature, alva. So agar nodi, so real gas and ideal gas both are different. Okay, so now kinetic gas theory ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. The volume occupied by a gas molecule is negligible. That is one incorrect postulate. The second one is, there is no intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules. Okay, ಆ ಎರಡು ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. By using that, again correction ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾನ್ ಡರ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So but ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ a real gas most closely approaches the ideal behavior. Okay, so ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ question number here is 31. Question number 31. It is very simple. See, the option 1, 0.5 atmosphere and 500 Kelvin, 15 atmosphere and 500 Kelvin, 15 atmosphere and 200 Kelvin. Here is 1 atmosphere and 273 Kelvin. Which option is right? Okay, so when the real gas behaves ideal nature at low pressure and high temperature, at low pressure and high temperature, see, real gas behaves as ideal nature ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ ಲೋ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Here is low temperature and high pressure. So low temperature, sorry, this is wrong. ಏನಿದೆ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ behaves as ideal. Okay, so ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ that is not low temperature, that is low pressure and high temperature. Low pressure and high temperature. So the in case namage, so when do the real gases deviate from ideal behavior? Real gas deviate from ideal behavior. Usually question ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. So ಇದು reverse means at high pressure and here is low temperature. Low temperature. Clear? Once again, see. So when will be the real gas behaves as ideal? At low pressure and high temperature. When will be the real gases? They are deviate from ideal behavior. High pressure and low temperature. But our question is related to here. When the real gases approaches as ideal behavior at low pressure and high temperature. Among those options, ನೋಡಿ low pressure ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು high temperature ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Come to the option 1, 0.5 atmospheric pressure, 500 Kelvin. Second one is 15 atmosphere pressure and 500 Kelvin. Third one is 15 atmosphere and 200 Kelvin. The fourth one is 1 atmospheric pressure and 273 Kelvin. The low pressure and high temperature, that is option is here. The first one is 0.5 atmospheric pressure and 500 Kelvin. Next, question number 32. So here is, what is the question number 32? The RMS velocity of carbon dioxide at a temperature T in Kelvin is X centimeter per second. At what temperature in Kelvin the RMS velocity of nitrous oxide would be 4x centimeters per second? See, it is based on root mean square velocity. Okay, RMS value in the ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So there are two gases, carbon dioxide as well as nitrous oxide. ಅದ್ರ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೋಟಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, at what temperature the RMS velocity of nitrous oxide would be 4x. ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ RMS velocity of CO2 will be given. So what is the RMS? 32. Question number 32. Okay, RMS velocity of CO2 will be given. That is how much? X centimeter per second. So the temperature also given, temperature of this CO2 is T. Next, RMS root mean square velocity of nitrous oxide N2O. It is how much? The 4x centimeter per second. Agar here is Tn2 is what? At what temperature the RMS velocity of nitrous oxide, the 4 times of that of RMS of carbon dioxide. The RMS velocity ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we know that here is RMS, root mean square velocity equals square root of, we know that already discussed, 3RT divided by m. 3RT by m, where R is gas constant, T is temperature and m is molecular mass. The RMS of CO2, 3R into T, T is temperature, that is T, CO2. So M molecular mass. What is the molecular mass of CO2? So CO2 molecular mass ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 12, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ 16, 16 into 2 is 32 plus 12, it is 44 grams. So what is the molecular mass of N2O, nitrous oxide? So here is N2O. Here how much? Oxygen is 16, nitrogen is how much? 14. So 14 into 2, 28 plus 16. Here is same 44 grams. Here the molecular mass of both CO2 and N2O both are same. That is 44, 44. So molecular mass will be same, and these two are constant. Agar RMS is directly proportional to what? The temperature. See, molecular mass of both same. Okay. Agar namage tagondaga here molecular mass of CO2 and N2O are same. Okay, then RMS is directly proportional to, these are constant temperature, then RMS CO2, or then the ratio will be taken RMS N2O divided by RMS CO2, carbon dioxide. Okay, so that equals, so RMS root mean square velocity of N2O is directly proportional to square root of temperature. So this is also directly proportional to square root of temperature. Then overall what we take, the temperature of, this is which one? N2O. This is what? Temperature of CO2. Clear? Okay. So then RMS value will be given. So much the values. RMS of N2O is 4x. Here is RMS of CO2 is, here is x, equals square root is there. Here square root equals in the ikade ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು it becomes square ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ. Okay, this is the square root of t divided by, here is t n N2O divided by t. Here x cancel. Clear? So square root ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. That is 4 square equals t N2O divided by t. Okay, then t N2O nitrous oxide equals 4 square. 4 square means 16 into t of CO2. This is, see, at what temperature, at what temperature in Kelvin the RMS velocity of nitrous oxide would be 4x, 4 times ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so the temperature of CO2 ಎಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ 16 times ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ how much? 16t is the right answer. Clear? Okay, our option is here 16, that is the right. Okay, yes. So next we will go to the 33 question. So 33 question. Here is the 33 question, the first law of thermodynamics. Wait. Okay, 33 question number. The first law of thermodynamics for isothermal process. The first law of thermodynamics statement, the energy of the universe remains constant, or the energy of system and surrounding remains constant. So mathematically now first law of thermodynamics, so we are expressed like this. How do you express? That is delta U equals Q plus W. This is the mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics. This is a mathematical expression. Delta U, U means change in internal energy, Q is heat, W is work done. Clear? Delta equals Q plus W. But they are asking the first law of thermodynamics for isothermal process. Yeah, process? Isothermal process. You know, isothermal process means the process which carried out at constant temperature. Temperature remains constant during the process. There is no temperature, there is no change in temperature. The temperature ಏನು process ಅಲ್ಲಿ change ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ change in temperature becomes, that is delta T becomes what? Zero for isothermal process. This is isothermal process. Delta T becomes zero. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇದೆ? It is very simple. Here is U is called internal energy. This internal energy ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, that is internal energy is directly proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, internal energy of the system also increases. Delta T becomes zero andre delta U also becomes zero. Therefore, change in internal energy becomes zero because the process is carried out at constant temperature. So delta U is zero andre namage from the above expression what you write, this value is zero. Q plus W or Q equals minus W. This is the expression. The option is here Q equals minus W. That is option yes, third one is right. Okay. Clear? That is third option. Okay. Next, we'll go to the 34th question. 34. ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ 34th question. The combustion of benzene gives CO2 and H2O. Given that heat of combustion of benzene at constant volume, that is minus 3263.9 kilojoules per mole at 25 degrees Celsius. Then heat of combustion in kilojoules per mole of benzene at constant pressure will be or is given. Question ಓದಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. It's very simple. The combustion of benzene, when benzene combustion, 1 mole of benzene burns with excess of oxygen, we get carbon dioxide and water. They are given the heat of combustion of benzene at constant volume will be given, but they are asking the heat of combustion of benzene at constant pressure. Clear? But how do you calculate the heat of combustion of benzene at constant pressure? It is very simple. So first namage, so heat of combustion of benzene at constant volume andre ಏನು, at constant pressure ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ. So enthalpy ನಮಗೆ anyone, the heat of reaction ಅಥವಾ heat of combustion, heat of reaction anyone. So heat of reaction of process at constant volume, that is called as change in internal energy, that is delta U. The heat of combustion at constant pressure ಅಥವಾ heat of reaction at constant pressure, that is delta H, change in enthalpy ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಾಟಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಣ ಏನಿದೆ. ದ ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ದ ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, 1 mole of benzene, formula C6H6 bonds with an oxygen. Here this is benzene liquid, it is a gas. The products are ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, carbon dioxide and another one is water. This is liquid. When 1 mole is burns, see, balance the equation. So here is 6 carbon, but here is only 1, hence it is multiplied by 6. Here is H is 6, here is 2, hence it is multiplied by 3. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ because 1 mole of benzene. Next, remaining is oxygen. The right side, option C, 6 CO2, 6 O2, 6 into 2 is 12. Plus here is how much? 3, total 15. Right side, the total number of oxygen atoms are 15. But here is only 2. This is an odd number. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ ತರ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 15 ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 7.5 ಅಥವಾ ಸೊ ಐ ಮೇ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ half of that one 15 divided by 2 15 by 2 ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಓಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೋಣ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಬಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೆಂಜೀನ್ ಅಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಯು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ -3 to 63.9 that is kilojoules delta U. So calculate ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ it is heat of combustion at constant pressure ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is nothing but delta H change in enthalpy ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಎಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ delta H equals delta U plus delta NG/RT ಈ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಹೌದಾ ನೋಡಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಯು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದಾರಲ್ವಾ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ NG/RT R is gas constant they are also given temperature also given and delta NG what is delta NG here delta NG is nothing but it is the number of difference between the number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. See delta NG calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ already regular class ಅಲ್ಲಿ okay equals NP minus NR number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants only gases considered ಮಾಡಬೇಕು here is liquid here is also liquid but these two are gases. In the product side, how many moles are there? 6 moles minus. In the reactant side, how many moles of gas? That is 15 by 2. 15 divided by 2, that equals. So, note here is 6 2s are 12. 12 minus 15, that is minus 3 divided by 2. Minus 3 by 2. Delta NG value. So, RE value also given. The temperature 25 degrees Celsius. The temperature equals 25 degrees Celsius. It should be converted into Kelvin. 273. That is nothing but 298 Kelvin. Clear? Okay. Substitute the values and simplify. It's very simple. Remaining all mathematics. Here is delta U will be given -3 to 63.9 kilojoules plus of delta NG is -3 by 2 into R value is 8.3 into the value of here is 298 approximately you take 300 for the sake of simplification. Here is a 300 so it is a simple that equals -3 to 63.9 here is plus of or direct minus plus into minus is minus of okay here is 2 1s are 2 4s are 2 1s are that is 4.1 minus 3 into 4.1 into 3 into 10 power 2 so we may write like this clear okay that equals -3 to 63.9 this is kilojoules minus of sorry minus per multiplication so here is a 3 here is 3 here is 4.1 3 3 is 9 so 9 4 is 36 here is 0.1 okay so here is multiply so 3 1s are 3 3 4s are 12 okay so complete the multiplication ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ here is 9 4s are 36 here 0.1 approximate 37 into 10 power 2 joules ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಲೋ ಜೌಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರನೇ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆಯುವಾಗ ಕಿಲೋ ಜೌಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಆದರೆ ಕಿಲೋ ಜೌಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಕಿಲೋ ಜೌಲ್ಸ್ -3 263.9, it is kilojoules minus of, here 10 power 3 is kilo, here is 10 power 2, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3.7 into 10 power 3, 10 power 3 means kilojoules. When we are taking difference or addition, okay, units same ಇರಬೇಕು. So then here is minus, you should add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. ಸೊ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, here is 7, here is 9, minus 3 2, okay, here is 3.9, here is 3.7, so 9 plus 1, 10 plus 6, here is 0.6, okay. So next one is remains, here is 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7, that is minus 3 to 67.6. This is the right answer, that is delta H kilojoules. It is very simple. So ನೀವು ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟು ಲೆಂಥಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ 1 or 2 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ our answer is delta H equals minus 3 to 67.6 kilojoules. The option is here minus 3 to 67.6, that is option 3 is right. Okay, next. So come to here is 35th question. So here you know the 35th question. Yes. So for the reaction H2Y4 liquid gives 2XY2 gas at 300 Kelvin. The values of delta U and delta S are 2 kilocalories and 20 calories per Kelvin respectively. The value of delta G for the reaction. Delta U and delta S are given. Delta U means change in internal energy. Delta S means change in entropy. But delta G is Gibbs energy. Okay. So ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಾಟಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಜಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಜಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿಬ್ಸ್ equation. Here the Gibbs equation, that is delta G, Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. Okay. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಫಾರ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ವಿಚ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್? ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ here is 35. Question number 35. X2Y4 that is liquid 2XY, it is in a gas. Clear? Okay. At 300 Kelvin temperature is given, the values of delta U, delta S are 2 calorie and 20 calories, 2 kilocalorie and 20 calories per Kelvin respectively. The value of delta G for the reaction is, okay. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ, here is, so they are asking delta G. Delta G means Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. Okay. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ delta U will be given, that is change in internal energy, how much? That is 2 kilocalorie. Delta S also given, that is how much? 20 calories. 20 calories. So here is delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. Here delta U will be given, but not delta H given. So delta H kottilla andre, by using this delta U we are going to calculate delta H. So how do you calculate? See here, first we are going to calculate delta H. Previously we are calculating delta H equals delta U plus delta Ng RT. You know delta U value. So that is given, delta Ng for this reaction, delta Ng equals number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactions, both are gases. So the products, it is in a gas, but reactant is liquids, where delta Ng value becomes what? 2. For delta U is 2 kilocalories. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, this is kilocalories, but it is only calories. ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಿಲೋ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ Ng, that is 2 R. So here joules ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ we are taking the R value is 8.314. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಜೌಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸೊ ಏನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು? ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ದ ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ here is 2 calories. How much? 2 calories. Okay, into the temperature. The temperature is given how much? 300 Kelvin. That is 300. 3 now for the sake of correct, that is simplification, we are writing like this. Here is 2 kilocalorie plus here is 2 2 2 3. Here 2 2 is a 4, 4 3 is a 12. Okay, that is how much? 10 power 2. We want kilo. Okay, that is 1.2 into 10 power 3. Here is calories. This is the answer. See, so 2 2s are 4 plus into 3 12. 12 into 10 power 2. So kilo ಬರಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್. The 1.2 into 10 power 3. So here is calories. Directly we are writing that is kilo calories. That equals 2 kilocalories plus 1.2 kilocalories becomes here is 3.2 kilocalories. This is the value of delta H. So this value substituted here. Here delta G equals 3.2 kilocalories minus, sorry, that equals 3.2 minus again kilocalories minus T is 300 into delta S value is 20 calories. This is overall calories per Kelvin. That equals 3.2 here is kilocalorie minus here is 3 2 is a 6000. 300 into 20 how much? 6000. 6000 may be written as 6 kilocalories. 6000 we may written as 6 kilocalories. Then we are going to, okay, here is minus value, here is plus 1. Then subtract, that is 6 minus 3.2. What is the value? That is nothing but here is minus 2.8 kilocalories. This is the right answer. So but the values will be given in terms of calories only, not in kilocalories. That is minus 2.8 idiyalva. So here kilo means 10 power 3 calories. Then that is minus 2800 calories. 2800 calories. The option is so which one is the right option? The option 1 is right. Okay. Next we will go to the question number 36. So it is a very simple question. The gas constant is equal to the universal gas constant, that is nothing but what? R. It is equal to the, so we know that, so R value Cp minus Cv equals what? R. We know the expression Cp minus Cv equals heat capacity at constant pressure, the difference between the heat capacity at constant pressure, the heat capacity at constant pressure and heat capacity at constant volume is equal to, so that is R. Again, these are heat capacities. Already the gas constant is equal to the option, see the options, sum of two specific heats, sum means addition, the product of two specific heats, difference of two specific heats, ratio of two specific heats. See, these two are heats. Where sum or difference, here is a difference of two specific heats, that is the right one. The option is 3. This is Next, go to the 37th question. Question number 37. Yes. So what is the question? Given C graphite. So the equations are given. So carbon burns with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Their reaction value delta H value will be given. Similarly, the hydrogen burns with oxygen to form water. Their enthalpy of reaction also given. Similarly, the carbon dioxide and water reacts to form methane and oxygen. Their enthalpy is also given. Based on the above thermochemical equations, the value of enthalpy of reaction, that is delta H, at 298 Kelvin for the reaction C graphite, that is carbon, reacts with hydrogen to form methane. ಆ ಡಾಟಾಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು formation of methane from its elements ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಮೂರು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ C graphite plus here is O2, here is CO2. Delta H is given minus 393.5 kilojoules. The second one is H2. Here is plus of O2 gives, here is H2O. Delta H becomes minus 285.8 kilojoules. Okay. The next one is CO2 plus here is H2O gives CH4 plus 2O2. Delta H equals plus 890 kilojoules. Yes, 890.3 kilojoules. Clear? So based on these equation, this is 1 2 3. Agar our required equation required ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, that is C graphite plus here is H2 gives here is CH4. Then what is the enthalpy of this reaction? The graphite reacts with hydrogen to form methane. What is the enthalpy of this equation? Okay. So by using all these datas, so we are taken this equation. Okay. ಈ equation ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See agar ನೋಡಿ first, second and third. The required equation is C graphite reacts with hydrogen to form methane. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ equation ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ತರ graphite ಇದೆ, C graphite, that is in left side. Reactant side, here is also reactant side, no problem. That should be retied. So but here is, see the 2H2, it is in reactant side. ಈ equation lo ಒಂದು ತರ H2 ಇದೆ, yes it is in reactant side, but here is only one H2, but here is 2H2. We want 2H2. So 2H2 ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ the overall equation, this equation is multiplied by 2. Clear? The next one is the third one. Here the CH4 methane, it is in product side, it is in 1 mole. Here is also it is in product side and 1 mole. Just equation 2 is multiplied by 2. Substitute, okay, and add all the three equation, we get final equation. When it is multiplied by 2, ಇದರಿಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 2H2. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ here is 2H2, here is what? 2 by 2 means 1. It is also 2H2. So this is also multiplied by 2. 2 ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಿ, it is multiplied by 2. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 2 ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, here is 8 2s are 16, 1 here is 5 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 8 2s are 16. Total is, you should multiply it minus, I think 576. Sorry. Here is 285.8 into here is 2. Okay, here how much? Here 576. So then add this equation. Here C graphite, sorry, time 2H2S. Here is O2 plus O2. Then 2O2 on the reactant side. So product side also 2O2. That should be cancelled. So next here is CO2 in the reactant, product side also CO2. Here is H2O. It is also H2O. That is also cancelled. Here is 2H2O cancelled in the equation 2H2O. So then add all these. Add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, here is multiply ಮಾಡಿ 8 2s are 16, here 6, that 1. So 5 2s are 6 plus 1. Here is 10 plus 1. Here point. Here is 570, sorry, 571.6 the value. Okay, yes. So ಈಗ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಈ ಮೂರು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. here is minus minus ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. then the enthalpy of this reaction delta HR equals how much? minus 393.5. here is minus 571.6 plus here is what? 890.3. so total the value is add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ minus 74 here kilojoules, minus 74 kilojoules. so nearly ಅಷ್ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. the option is 2. that is option is 2, that is minus 74.8. clear. Next we'll go to the 38 question. Yes, come to the 38 question. The energy released on combustion of 1 mole of carbon with gaseous oxygen is the 1 mole of carbon with gaseous oxygen. 1 mole of carbon burns with an excess of oxygen to form CO2. So this is called as enthalpy of combustion. Enthalpy of combustion. And also see, when 1 mole of carbon dioxide is formed from its elements, that is also called enthalpy of formation. ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, the energy released when 1 mole of here is the energy released on combustion of 1 mole of carbon. So 1 mole of carbon burns with an oxygen to form carbon dioxide. That is called enthalpy of combustion. That is a standard statement. And also 1 mole of CO2 is formed from its elements like carbon and oxygen. That is called as enthalpy of formation. The option nodi here is 1, none is 2, both are true. So third one is enthalpy of formation of CO2. The fourth one is enthalpy of standard enthalpy of combustion. The option ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ so this is enthalpy of combustion statement ಇದೆ and enthalpy of formation ಕೂಡ statement ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the option is second one, that is both are true. Okay, next question number 39. It is a very simple. An endothermic reaction is found to have positive entropy change. The reaction will be, option is not possible at any temperature, possible at any temperature, possible only at low temperature, possible at high temperature. Question nodi. An endothermic reaction is found to have positive entropy change. The reaction will be occurs or not. If the reaction occurs, spontaneous. Reaction does not occurs, that is non-spontaneous. If the reaction is feasible, feasible means spontaneous. Okay, whether it is feasible or not. How do you so identify whether it is feasible? The reaction ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇದು feasible ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ which temperature it is feasible? Okay, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, it is an endothermic reaction is found to have positive entropy. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಂಡೋಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೋಪಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 39. See, here is, if the reaction is feasible, then delta G becomes negative value. If it is feasible or the reaction will occurs, delta G becomes negative. Okay? So, if the reaction is non-spontaneous, delta G is positive. The reaction will occurs, the reaction ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ delta G ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ delta G ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. This is Gibbs Elmore equation, because he has given delta H. Endothermic reaction means delta H value is positive for an endothermic reaction. And also namage entropy will be given. Entropy is positive. Change in entropy delta S is also sorry, delta SC is equal to plus. So both delta H and delta S are positive. ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, here delta H value is positive minus T of delta S value is positive. So but the reaction occurs, ನಮಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ delta H value ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. If it is negative, only then. So here is positive, here is positive, plus into minus is minus. ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ನಮಗೆ ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಟೋಟಲ್ T delta S values must be high. ಅವಾಗ ಓನ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ G becomes ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ T delta S will be high ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್, delta G is negative only at high temperature. Otherwise, if it is low temperature, so low temperature ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then we get delta G becomes positive. Clear? Okay. The option is, the reaction will be possible only at high temperature. The option is 4. Fourth option is right. Yes. Next, come to the 40th question. Here the 40th question. Yes, 40th question ಬನ್ನಿ. Yes, the equilibrium constant for the following reaction at 1200 Kelvin are given. Come to the first one, 2H2O. Here is 2H2O. So gives 2H2 plus O2. The K1, their equilibrium constant will be given 6.4 into 10 power how much? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Yes, see, K1 6.4 in 10 power minus 8. In the second reaction, 2CO2. 2CO plus O2. The K2 becomes 1.6 into 10 power minus 6. 1.6 6 in 10 power minus 6. See, the equilibrium constant for the reaction H2 plus CO2 gives CO plus H2O at 1200 Kelvin. Alright. The equilibrium constant for the first reaction will be given, that is K1. Equilibrium constant for the second reaction also given. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ the equilibrium constant for this reaction, which reaction, that is CO2 required. Equation here is H2 plus CO2. H2 plus CO2 gives CO plus H2O. So what is the equilibrium constant for this reaction? Okay, from the given data, the first two reactions ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ and equilibrium constant ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು, so ನಾವು ಇದರ equilibrium constant ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ for third equation. So come to the first and second equation ನೋಡಿ. So and required equation ನೋಡಿ, required equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ hydrogen is in which side? Reactant side, but here is which side? Product side. So if we want that is reactant side ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, so this equation should be reverse ಮಾಡಬೇಕು one end. So but here is two hydrogen, here is one hydrogen, but in this equation the hydrogen is how much? 2. Okay, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ that is divided by 2. See, the equation 1, it may called 1, it may 2. See, equation 1, okay, reversed and multiplied by 1 by 2. So then the reaction becomes, here is 2H2 becomes what? H2 plus 1 by 2 O2 plus, here is H2 plus 1 by 2 O2, here is gives H2O. Then when the reaction is reversed, the equilibrium constant, okay, equilibrium constant is also changed. Okay, so equilibrium constant, for example, for the forward reaction, equilibrium constant for the forward reaction is inverse of equilibrium constant for backward reaction. ನೋಡಿ, when the reaction is reverse ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅದರ equilibrium constant inverse ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ inverse ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ this becomes what? 1 divided by, that becomes 1 divided by 6.4 into 10 power minus 8. But the overall equation is multiplied by 1 by 2. Then, so this number will goes to the powers of the equilibrium constant. ಇದನ್ನ characteristics of equilibrium constant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ so when the reaction is reversed, then the resultant equilibrium constant is inverse. Okay, and the equilibrium is multiplied by n number, then the equilibrium constant, okay, that number goes to the powers of that equilibrium constant. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 by 2 ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will goes to the 1 power 1 by 2. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1 by 2 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. It may be written as like this, square root of, here is 6.4 into 10 power minus 8. Clear? Second one, so equation 2 ನೋಡಿ, so CO2, here is CO2, here is also CO2, both are in reactant side, ಅದೇ reverse ಮಾಡೋ necessity ಇಲ್ಲ, but here is 2 CO2, but here is 1 CO2, so we get 1 CO2 means the equation 2 is also multiplied by 1 by 2. The final equation here is CO2, okay, CO2, here is CO plus of O2. Then, so here is, it is multiplied by 1 by 2, then the new equilibrium constant becomes, here is K2, the square root of 1.6 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, add this one, add ಮಾಡಿ, so half O2 cancel, H2 plus CO2, here is gives H2O plus CO. The required equation ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ then the new equilibrium constant, that is K double dash, is equal to, that is K dash, here is K dash, K1 dash into K2 dash, that is, so here is K1 dash, this is into K2 dash. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. See, K1 dash, K double dash equals, so K1 dash is, here is square root of, okay, so this value. Next K2 dash andre idu ide, overall square root of, here we may write like this, 1.6 10 power minus 6 divided by 6.4 into 10 power minus 8, here is, that equals, here is 16 ones are 16, here is 4, so 1 by 4, square root of 1 by 4, 10 power minus 8, 10 power plus 8 minus 6, 10 power 2, 1 by 4 is 0.25, 10 power here is 2, okay, so 10 power 2 multiplied by the square root of 25, that equals the 5. The new equilibrium constant, that is K double dash, for this reaction is, what is the value? 5. The option is 4. Here is the 5 is the correct one. Option is 4. Clear? This is simple. Next, here's the 41st question. month. It is also very simple. See, at a certain temperature, in a 5-liter vessel, in a 5-liter vessel, 2 mole of carbon dioxide and 3 moles of chlorine. 2 moles of carbon dioxide and 3 moles of chlorine were allowed to reach equilibrium according to the reaction. CO plus Cl2 gives COCl2. At equilibrium, if 1 mole of CO is present, 1 mole of CO is present, then equilibrium constant Kc for the reaction. So they are given one of the reaction, simple. CO plus Cl2 gives COCl2. This is one of the reaction takes place in a 5-liter vessel. Total volume is how much? 5 liters. Clear? The nodi initially, how many moles of carbon monoxide? CO, 2 moles, and 3 moles of Cl2 is taken. Okay, and the reaction will take place. Finally, at equilibrium, 1 mole of CO is present. So what is the equilibrium constant for this reaction? Bada simple ide. So initial moles estide nodkoli idu, initial moles. Our initial concentration tagondaga, initial number of moles tagondaga, so ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ? This is 2 moles, this is how many moles? 3 moles, ಇದನ್ನು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. At equilibrium, number of moles at equilibrium, so there is 1 mole of CO. So 2 moles, out of 2 moles, 1 mole will be reacted. 1 mole of CO and 1 mole of Cl2 is reacted. Clear? 1:1 ratio. Other 1 mole reaction agide andre, here is also 1 mole should be reacted. The remaining moles is 2. So what is this? 1 mole of CO, 1 mole of Cl2 reacted to form, here is 1 mole of CO, Cl2, 1:1 ratio. So these number of moles, they are present in 5 liters. But concentration should be expressed in terms of moles per dm cube ಅಲ್ಲಿ express ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ moles per 5 dm cube ಇದೆ. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ 1 dm cube ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ divided by 5. The number of moles per dm cube means that then it becomes 1 divided by 5, 2 by 5, it is what? 1 by 5. Because the total volume is 5 liter. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು per dm cube or per liter, that is 5. Then equilibrium, apply equilibrium constant for the above reaction. It becomes Kc equals molar concentration of COCl2 divided by molar concentration of CO into molar concentration of Cl2. So that equals, so molar concentration of COCl2 is the product by reactant. The product is 1 by 5 divided by CO. CO is also 1 by 5 into, here is 2 by 5. 1 by 5, 1 by 5 cancel, 2 by 5 ಇದೆ, that is 5 numerator goyutte, 5 by 2, that becomes what? Here is 2.5. This is the equilibrium constant for the reaction. Estide 2.5. The option is, that is fourth option. Here is 2.5. Clear? Next, 42. So here is 42 question. In which of the following reaction an increase in the volume of the container will favor the formation of products? Will favor for the formation of products. So there are 4 reactions will be given. H2 plus I2 gives 2HI. 4NH3 plus 5O2 gives 4NO plus 6H2O. NO2 gives NO plus O2. 3O2 gives 2O3. Question ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. In which of the following reactions an increase in volume should be increases, volume ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ will favors for the formation of products. ಯಾವುದ್ರದ್ದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ among those 4 reactions. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ question number here is 42. Okay, so come to the first one. Here H2 plus I2 gives 2HI. All are, here is gases. Second one, 4NH3 plus 5O2. Here is gas gives 4NO plus 6H2O. It is liquid, it is gas. Third equation, 2NO2 gives 2NO plus O2. The last one, 3O2 gives 2O3. 2O3. So it's a very simple question. Among these, when volume will be increases, so which one form products? So volume increases. Okay, so volume ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ನಮಗೆ according to Boyle's law, the pressure what happens? Decreases. You know Le-Chatelier's principle. When any constraint is applied for irreversible reactions, then so the position of equilibrium shifts in such a way that the applied constraint should be nullified. Constant means any variables like pressure, temperature and concentration. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದರ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಲಾ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. ಸೊ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, pressure will decreases, or volume decreases, pressure will increases. See, so volume increases, pressure what happens? Decreases at low pressure. Okay, if you are applying pressure for this equation, here is the pressure is depends upon the number of moles, number of gaseous moles of products and number of gaseous moles of reactants. This is forward reaction, this is backward reaction. If you apply pressure for this one, there is no effect because the total number of gaseous moles of products and reactants are same. So, but remaining tagondaga namage here, see, so pressure decreases, here volume what happens? Increases. Agar illi tagondaga namage at low pressure maintain madadaga namage product formation of products what happens? Increases. So usually low pressure tagondare ನಾವು low pressure is favorable. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? So towards our position of equilibrium will be shifted, okay, towards larger number of molecules, larger number of gaseous molecules. Nodi, if the pressure decreases, the position of equilibrium shifts towards larger number of gas molecules. ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಕಡೆಗಿದೆ. Here same number of molecules. Here liquid we are not taken. Here is how many moles? 4 plus 5. Here is 9 moles, but here is how much? Only 4. Idu kuda baralla. Here is reactant side 2 moles, but product side is 2 plus 1. Here is how much? 3 moles. Here 3. Here is what? 2 moles. From here to here is a larger number of moles. But here is 3 moles. Here is 2 moles. Idu kuda baralla. Agar option yavadaga namage here is, that is third option. Clear? That is third one is right. Next you come to the 43 question. Here 43 questions. So 43rd is the yield of the products. The yield of the products in the reaction A2 plus 2B gives C plus Q kilojoules would be higher at high temperature and low pressure, high temperature and high pressure, low temperature and low pressure, low temperature and high pressure. It is again based on Le-Chatelier's principle. See, here is the product formation. The reaction is what? A2 gas plus 2B, it is a gas, gives what? Here is C. How much? Only one C. Plus Q kilojoules. Here is plus means the delta H will becomes negative kilojoules. This is a purely exothermic reaction. Exothermic. Forward reaction is exothermic. Here is also gas. So this reaction is favorable. Okay. So at a high formation of products, yavaga? Again, according to Le-Chatelier's principle, the temperature and pressure. The pressure depends upon the number of gaseous moles. The temperature is depends upon whether the reaction is exothermic or endothermic reaction. Here is forward reaction is exothermic reaction. No doubt, this is exothermic. Agadre backward reaction is endothermic. Idu nenapalli. So low temperature is favorable for exothermic reaction. So high temperature is favorable endothermic reaction. Agar idರಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ towards the position of equilibrium shifts towards endo. This is endothermic. This is what? Exothermic. If the temperature increases, the position of equilibrium shifts towards backward direction, but not forward direction. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ is exothermic ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ the low temperature is favorable for the formation of products. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ here is for exothermic ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ it is low temperature. One. The second one, the pressure ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. The pressure is depends upon the number of gaseous moles. Here the total how many moles? There are 3 moles. It is only 1 mole. Note. If the pressure increases, pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ according to Le-Chatelier's principle, if the pressure increases, the position of the equilibrium shifts towards lesser number of moles. If the pressure decreases, the position of equilibrium shifts towards larger number of moles. Agar namage nodi product side le namage number of moles gaseous moles kadame ide andre pressure ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? The pressure should be high. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, at high pressure. So at high pressure namage the forward reaction will easily takes place. So these two are the conditions: low temperature and high pressure. Here is low temperature, high pressure. That is option is low temperature and high pressure. Option is that is fourth one. Next 44. So come to the 44th. So which of the following are Lewis acids? We know that Lewis acids, there are different Lewis acids will be given. Lewis acids. So the electron pair acceptor, they are called Lewis acids. Electron pair acceptor is called Lewis acid. Electron pair donor is called Lewis base. So in the among these, which one is Lewis acids? So the molecules which has incomplete octet structure, generally they have Lewis acids. For among those, so which one has incomplete octet structure? For example, set 1, here is PH3 and another one is SiCl4 and SiCl4. So around these silicon atoms, how many chlorine atoms are there? There are 4 chlorine atoms. Here is SiCl, here Cl. So there are 4 bonds. Each one contains 2 electrons. Then total number of electrons is how much? 8. It follows octet rule. It does not accept any electron pair because of absence of vacant orbital. Vacant orbital illa illi. Illi PS3 ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ same things. It is also not a Lewis acid because so in the phosphorus, around this phosphorus, how many hydrogen atoms? 3 hydrogen. Total number of bonds are 6. Sorry, total number of electrons are 6. Total number of bonds are 3. But that phosphorus contains lone pair of electron. The total number is 8. Come to the second set. This is first set. Second set. Set AlCl3 plus and SiCl4. ಸೊ ಇದು ಅಂತೂ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ SiCl4 ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ AlCl3S ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆವಿಸ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೆವಿಸ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೆಟ್ ಕೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ಬರಲ್ಲ. Because around this aluminum, how many chlorine atoms are there? There are 3 chlorine atoms. They form 3 bonds. Total number of electrons are 6. And also they contain vacant orbital. Okay. So next one set, here is PH3. Another one, that is, and BCl3. No. So PH3 barala because which contains lone pair of electrons and along with 6 bonded pair of electrons. Total is 8. But this BCl3, it is in a Lewis acid. So around this boron, how many chlorine atoms? 3 chlorine atoms. The total number of electrons are 6. And this contains 1 vacant orbital. But you come to the last one, that set. Here is BCl3 and AlCl3. See, BCl3 is a Lewis acid. This is also Lewis acid. So because they are follows incomplete octet structure, because it is an incomplete octet structure anteli karita hogtivi. Artha aita? The option is the fourth one. Next one, 45th question. It is very simple. Arrange the following solution in the decreasing order of pH. Decreasing order of pH. Already here is come to the first one option, 0.01 m HCl. 0.01 m HCl. Clear. The second one is here. Which that is 45th one here, 0.01 m HCl. The second one is 0.01 m NaOH. Third one is 0.01 m CH3COO Na. Next one is 0.01 m NaCl. Okay. Sir, idea nodi? Yes. 0.01 m HCl, 0.01 m NaOH, 0.01 m CH3CONA and 0.01 m NaCl. Arrange the following solution in the decreasing order of their pH. Decreasing order of pH. Here is. So how do you calculate the pH of this solution? pH. So pH ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ, so we know that pOH is nothing but negative log of OH. Negative log of OH. The concentration of OH ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಇದು it is an acid base, this is a salt, this is also a salt. So directly we know the pH of this one. ಸೊ ಪಿ ಎಚ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಪಿ ಯು ಎಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಪಿ ಎಚ್ ಆಫ್ 0.01 MHCl. What is the pH? Here is pH equals negative log of H plus ion concentration. pH equals minus log of C. So what is the value of this H plus ion concentration? That is 0.01 m, because it is a strong acid, completely dissociate. 0.01, what do you write here is, you may write as 10 power minus 2. So log 10 power minus 2 ಇದೆ, ಈ ಪವರ್ ನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ minus into minus plus 2, minus into minus is plus 2 ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, plus 2 log 10, log 10 value is 1, then that becomes pH is 2 for this one. So ಇದು ನೋಡಿ pH ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ POH ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇ ತರ POH equals minus log of OH minus ion. So it is in a strong base. Concentration of OH minus again 10 power minus 2. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ POH becomes what? 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ pH ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದರ pH? POH ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ರೆಡ್ S. POH is directly we get 2. Okay. So next you come to the here 0.01 m CH3CONA. It is a salt. Which type of salt? It is in a CH3CO, mixture of acetic acid and sodium hydroxide. Acetic acid is weak acid and sodium hydroxide is a strong base. The mixture of the pH of mixture of weak acid and its strong base, the pH value is always greater than 7. pH is always greater than 7. But here last one 0.01 m NaCl, this is in a salt. For salt pH value becomes what? Equal to 7. pH is equal to 7. But they are asking, arrange the following solution in the in the decreasing order of POH. For POH ತಗೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ for this one pH is 2. You know that pH plus POH equals 14. Or what is the POH for this one? I think 12. Is it right? pH is 2, here is 2, POH is 14 minus 2 is 12. So for this one POH is 2. So ನೋಡಿ pH is greater than 7, but POH is less than 7. pH and POH both are 7 for the neutral solution. Decreasing order ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, from this is A B C D, A B C D. ನೋಡಿ decreasing order. So decrease ಹೋಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ first one which will POH 12 means A. Next 12 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ next ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, here is 7. So 7 means AD. Next less than 7 C, the last one is B, AD CB. Okay, the option is fourth one, AD CB. Clear this is? Yes. So come to the next one is 46th question. Here is solubility of AgCl is least solubility of AgCl. 46th, AgCl, it is soluble, it is sparingly soluble, especially sparingly soluble, gives Ag plus and Cl minus. The option will be given 0.1 molar BaCl to 0.1 molar NaCl, 0.1 molar AlCl3 pure water. Concentration of a solution will be remains same. See, this is solubility means dissociation. Okay, so degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte is suppressed in presence of strong electrolyte having an common ion. ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಬರೀ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ದ ಸಾಲಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ AgCl ಈಸ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್, ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸಾಲಿಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸಾಲಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಂತಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ 0.1 molar BaCl to 0.1 molar NaCl and 0.1 molar AlCl3. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ AlCl3. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅಯನೈಸಸ್, ಗಿವ್ಸ್ Al plus 3 ion and 3 Cl minus ion. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಆದರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವೆರಡು ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಇವು, Cl minus and ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ Cl minus ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಯಾನ್. concentration of Cl minus ions by the addition of AlCl3. So AlCl3 solution we are going to add AgCl. The concentration of Cl minus already high, hence the degree of dissociation or dissociation of AgCl will be decreased. Dissociation decreases, so it is nothing but the solubility is decreased or it is less. Other in case if you take barium chloride BaCl2, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ Ba plus 2 here is what 2Cl minus. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ Cl minus ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ AlCl3 ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ BaCl2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ Cl minus ಅಯಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮೋಟ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ AlCl3 ನೇ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಎಸ್, ದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 0.1 molar AlCl3. So next you come to the 47th. So direct questions. This is which one of the following statement about water is false? Water. So water is oxidized to oxygen during photosynthesis. Water can act as both as an acid and base. Ice formed by heavy water sinks in normal water. There is an extensive intramolecular hydrogen bonding in the condensed phase. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ which one is right, which one is wrong. So which of the following statement about water is false? That is wrong statement. Come to the first one. Water is oxidized to oxygen during the photosynthesis. So water becomes what? Oxygen. Second one, water can act both acid and base. We are already studied water is amphoteric substance. So next, ice formed by heavy water sinks in normal water. That is also right. The last one, there is an extensive intramolecular hydrogen bonding. That is wrong. Not an intramolecular. Okay, intra, difference between intra and inter. There is an intermolecular hydrogen bonding, but not an intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The option is, the fourth one is incorrect or false statement. Next. So from the following statements regarding H2O2, choose the incorrect statement. Again H2O2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 48 H2O2 hydrogen peroxide. So hydrogen peroxide ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ come to the first one. It has to be stored in plastic or wax lined glass bottles in dark, as it is stored in a plastic or wax lined glass bottles. Glass bottle alli direct agi ತಗೊಳಲ್ಲ because it contains silica. So hydrogen peroxide decomposes in presence of silica. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ it is lined inside. Glass bottle is lined inside with wax or here plastic. ಅಥವಾ we are taken in a polythene bottle. That is bottle. It is stored in polythene bottle. The first one is right. Second one, it can act as only oxidizing agent. That is wrong. This hydrogen peroxide, which acts as both oxidizing as well as reducing. Oxidizing as well as reducing agent. That is incorrect. And that hydrogen peroxide decomposes on exposure to light. Yes, it is always kept in dark rooms. Okay, because when it exposes to light, it will decomposes. Next, it has to be kept away from the dust. Yes, the hydrogen peroxide is highly sensitive and highly decomposable in presence of dust. Even blood badru kuda namage adike it will easily decomposes. Agagi, so it is tightly packed or closed in a polythene bottle and it is kept in dark conditions. The option is incorrect statement. It can act only as oxidizing agent. That is wrong. These are all simple and direct questions. So next you come to the what are the products of autophotolysis of water? Autophotolysis of water. So ನಮಗೆ auto ionization ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್? Okay, the 49th question. So autophotolysis of water, H2O becomes auto ionization. So here is, so the products are directly H3O plus and here is what? OH minus. This is called hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion. the water undergoes self ionization, we get a hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion, H3O plus and OH minus ion. Option direct question, that is 1. Then come to the last one. It is very simple. The hydrates of the first elements in group 15 to 17, first elements, namely they are given NH3, next here is H2O and HF, these three, 15 to 17, NH3, H2O and HF respectively shows abnormality. Abnormally high values for melting and boiling points. This is due to the ability B to form extensive intermolecular hydrogen bonding, small size of nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine, effective van der Waals interaction, the ability to form extensive intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. These are abnormally compared to the other molecules, other hydrides in the same group, those molecules have high melting and boiling point. Why? So, because of these atoms, they have strong electronegative one. The second one, they forms special type of bonding, that is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So, one molecule in the ಇನ್ನೊಂದು molecule ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಮಗೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ they have large melting and boiling points. The option is the ability to form extensive intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That is yes. Okay, thank you.